Yeah, and Pangolier. Level
Uh-oh. Insania all alone. A lot of heroes down here in the bottom side. They take down one. Taiga also dropping down low. He can't cookie himself out of that one. And so everybody else has to jump, and Mickey also has to use a DNZ. Chasing down continuously. So a nice and easy start to this one for the Spider Pigs. Already the panel likes the draft, and they got the first 2 kills.
And they got the first blood on Noob specifically, combined with the mass tips on Koikfa. Not sure why, but boy's a beast. No, that's huge. Pangolier, how you beat Lone Druid in lane now is you just hit his bear. It's not even about harassing the hero. You just hit his bear, hopefully you disarm him, and you just out-CS him. And I think Pangolier is one of the best heroes for that. You have really high armor, so the entangling roots doesn't do as much damage to you. And the in-game is just one of the most traumatizing matchups to play, because your bear can never hit anything.
Yeah, and there are some cool things that I've seen, you know, when Gunnar was playing it for a little while, he was doing some stuff where he would, like, fear his opponents to secure both water runes, which is kind of nifty and stuff, but we'll see if that ends up working out, or if Noob can have a little bit faster fingers or what have you in that mid lane.
For sure.
As the time goes on.
I will say, every time I see a Lone Druid, I think it's a bad Lone Druid game.
Okay.
But other than the games where Koikfa was offlane Lone Druid, which I don't think is a thing, I think he's looked pretty solid on the hero.
Definitely not a thing anymore. You know, we can all sort of pine for the old days. Actually, we probably shouldn't. I don't think it was that good anyways. But regardless, it's a decent start to this bottom lane here for him.
It was good at TI3. Admiral Bulldog.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but ever since then, I think usually it's seen as more of a carry or mid hero. And that's where Koikfa has looked the most comfortable. And I think at the Major, the only game they won with it, he was safe lane.
Okay, that's fair enough. It's it was more my commentary on how I didn't like the Lone Druid back then, but you know, because it just beat everybody. As Coma going down. Speaking of beating everybody, Bo3 just beats the crap out of him, takes him down, and that is not the way you want to start the lane, but definitely a great start for Bo3. And now amping up that physical damage from the little shredder. Right click coming on the LeBron. Not going to be enough for the finish. Managed to take him down.
I will say, during the DPC, I think Snapfire and Enchantress were very common bans versus Team Liquid. So, despite them having that loss last game, they're going for Bo3 here. Hold on 1 second.
Can they find a punish? Trying to do it, but not quite going to get there.
And the solve ready for Taiga for Bo3 there. I like how they lost the game, but I don't think they're losing any confidence. They're just going for their most comfortable heroes here. You know, Bo3 Slaughter, Taiga Snapfire, Koikfa Lone Druid. They're ready to rumble now this game.
Yeah, I think that's an important point to bring back up. Like, for many teams, I might be worried about their mental state afterwards. For Liquid, I never feel that way about this squad. I feel like they're always sort of going to be playing at about a consistent level. And, you know, sometimes somebody might pop off or what have you, but it's very rare that they're going to look like mentally defeated completely after a loss. Unless they lose the whole thing, and then, you know, all bets are off. But at least at this point, that hasn't happened. They're looking good in the opening here.
Did you see the Liquid vlog from the Animajor? I was actually watching it earlier today, and it featured a little bit of their internal talks with how Insania captains, and he's just such a good captain for the mood of the team. He's like bringing everyone together, telling them, like, even when they were down, I think like 1-7, he kept the mood in a good spot, and I'm very confident that he'll be able to do the same after just one game of loss. I mean, you say something like, first game of the day, guys, it's a hard draft, just go next, we're going to take this one.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And we'll see if that does, you know, sort of, they're able to keep that, you know, good energy going in this one. So far, everything looking pretty good across the lanes. You can tell Luna having a much worse time than last time. 19-4 on the Faceless Void CS, so he's also about a wave ahead right now and able to put a little bit of pressure onto Funnick even behind the tower. Although that one hurts and didn't have time walk off either. So Mickey jumps away afterwards, but it's brought down to about half HP.
Something that's going really well for Spider Pigs right now is, despite top lane, you know, I would say it's sort of even. Funnick has high enough EXP where he's happy, Void is very happy. They have a huge Ancient stack and Hardcamp stack going for them.
Yeah, that is rather large for Luna. Oh, down bottom, LeBron in trouble, ends up falling. So just the combination there again with the 2 points and Little Shredder, and now using the cookie afterwards. Bo3 will have another round of the stuns out. Will be enough for the kill though. Needs a couple more hits, but it won't be there in time. So they do manage to get away without Luna.
Yeah, and PPD brought up a good point, how, you know, Little Shredder, it got nerfed. People started buying Wing Protection against Luna. Oh, I think LeBron actually picks one up right after dying there. He might have had it before as well. I didn't quite check. But Liquid, they really know how to play their Snapfire starter lane. They know like the kill timings, they know when to go crazy. They always over-index on buying regen, so they have these like crazy timings. You know, like the enemy brings one salve, you bring two salves, trade a salve, and then it gives you kill threat because, you know, even though you might have traded a bit inefficiently, you just have more regen.
Right, and just getting all of this damage in there with the bash. LeBron, definitely a rough one to deal with as this Treant. But yeah, the first time in the TI10 qualifier drafts, and just 9 heroes unpicked or unbanned.
That's pretty good. There aren't even that many games in TI qualifiers, to be honest.
Right?
Like, it's just double elimination brackets. I mean, it is 6 regions, but you know, I would actually like to see Noob use his first Pangolier ulti to clear this 5 stack of hard caps. I think it would like make his game go crazy. He's going for the Thompson build, the fast Echo Saber. It would give him like Echo Saber plus boots, and he would just, the tempo would be out of control this game. I don't think he's gonna do it because I'm stupid and I think about Dota in a weird way.
Okay.
But I would like to see that.
All right, sounds good. Can you run us through again, just like, oh, wait a minute, down bottom, yet again, more action onto this Luna. Coma dropping down low, no fairy fires, no nothing. Ends up dying there. So this Liquid lane is just so oppressive out of this early going. And, well, you can see Quakeface spotting out that all these stacks are here. That's going to take a while.
Wins.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
right.
that stacks beats the bear. Sorry, you're asking a question though earlier.
Yeah, so talk to us a little bit about what's so good about this Pango Echo Saber thing, for everybody that hasn't been watching Topson's insane games.
Okay, so Noob is making this rotation. We'll see how this goes because he really needs to salvage bottom lane first.
Hoping to make something happen there. The stun is out, the Little Shredder, they don't get the procs. The roll comes through afterwards, trying to find Bo3, and they will bring him down. But it comes at the cost of another Luna death. 0-3-3 right now on this hero.
And without a TP scroll. That's a big deal because you're a level 4 Luna with 202. It's not like she can retreat to the jungle and catch up. No. She's committed to going to a lane right now.
God, that's rough.
The Echo Saber, it gives you 15 strength. Like, it's one way to think about items in Dota is that recipes are very expensive generally. Like, they don't give you anything extra.
Right.
So Echo Saber doesn't have a recipe, and it increases the base items a lot, which are all useful stats for Pangolier to have. He needs mana, he needs mana regen, he needs strength because he being tanky on this hero is really good, and the slow works on all hits from your swashbuckle as long as it's off cooldown. So it doesn't put the slow on cooldown, but it will 100% slow the opponent for an entire swashbuckle. It's just a really strong concept. It lets you hit rolls. If you ever get to Aghanims, it works on the Aghanims swashbuckle things.
Nice. Well, that's going to be really good, definitely, and allowing to keep people just like in the area, comboing together, obviously, with like the tree ulti eventually, and you know, Luna just wants people to hold and be held in place so she can punch them. The unfortunate part right now for Spider Pigs is that this Luna is broke as a joke. It is not going so good for her, and for Liquid, that is definitely music to their ears.
For sure. I mean, this Luna, she's hitting a small camp without glaives near mid. Like, how often do you see that happening? It's not like she has better choices because look at bottom. Like, Treant can't even stand there. Slaughter has level 6. They just amp up whoever comes here. Quick was rotated over. Like, this tower is looking very dead right now.
No, sometimes minus armor drafts, they work really, really well. You pair that together with you know, strong laning heroes, things are gonna definitely be pulled together. Now, it is still the Pango that's kind of the one that's holding a bit of this together, and he has another role kind of eyeing up this top tower if anybody does defend it. Already Mickey is here. We'll see if they do try and bring more heroes on the side of Liquid to defend this, or if we're just going to see a free tower get taken.
I think because of how fast they took bottom tower on Team Liquid, I think they're going to look to use the Chronosphere here. They're going to TP a lot of heroes and take this fight.
a minute away from the tome, and Ancient Apparition doesn't quite have level 6 yet. Trying to soak up that experience in the mid lane. Taiga also very close to level 6. This would be huge if they could get it, but they're just a couple seconds away, and Mickey does a really good job of dodging away from the action. TP's coming in now. Snapfire has level 6, looking for that chase down, but they won't be able to get it. So Spider Pig's good recognition of the inherent danger, and they'll be able to dodge that one.
I'm honestly a bit surprised they didn't commit the chrono there. They did have the Snapfire ulti, but I think it's a little bit because of how dominant Slaughter is in bottom. Like, I think there's some sort of communication going on there where, like, we can make this play, and Box is like, guys, I'm free farming. I'm going to destroy this game. I'm 3-1 right now, and I'm going to have, like, a 10.5-minute Blink Dagger treads on Slaughter. So just waiting for that timing instead of, like, maybe messing up at all. Maybe everyone gets disarmed by Pangolier, and you lose the fight and the tower.
That's fair, yeah. I mean, that's one of those things that's like the only way that this early game starts to look bad for Liquid is if something like that happens. Noob does manage to pick up a haste rune now, so he is going to head back this direction, and they're trying to farm up these stacks a little bit now.
Yeah, and I think this is the right idea for sure. You should definitely give the first stack to your temple controller. Like, I'm just imagining a Luna with level 1 Glaives. I mean, for some reason, it's opted for another point in Lunar Blessing. I see a lot of Lunas do this. It makes no sense to me if you're just going to farm the jungle anyways during daytime. But now Noob, he gets that stack, he gets level 9, and he's ready to, like, sort of carry the game in terms of space so that Luna can actually find something in the jungle.
That's the hope at the very least. And of course, as we've seen time and again, the combination of Swashbuckle together with Chakra Magic can be really a lot of damage in the early goings here. Curious if he ends up going back for like a Javelin or something next, or what the call is, but they clear out the wave and now going to start smoking bottom.
Okay, so they have the Treant ulti. They're looking at Boxy. They know he's close to Blink Dagger. They're not going to get him before he gets his Blink Dagger because he's just so farmed, but this is still the best kill on the map for them.
Looking for it. Taiga there. They're able to catch. Mortimer's Kiss is coming out afterwards. The roll is going to be there. As Boxy, does a little jukey juke. Right around the corner and able to find him. So they get Taiga, but won't catch on to Boxy. He is sticking around since he doesn't have a TP. And that's a little awkward, but it looks like he should be able to get his blink and then get out. They don't realize he's in the area still.
I didn't even realize this, but Noob sort of showed us a really good use for Echo Saber there, where if you sort of queue in and double hit someone with the Echo Saber and then roll on them, your Echo Saber comes off cooldown while you're in the roll as well. So effectively gives you like 2 extra hits on the gank. I mean, that time he only did it after the roll, but man, he did a lot of damage to Taiga. Like, he clipped on the roll, came out and just double hit him in Swashbuckle, and Taiga just died. It's not like Noob has like a Javelin or Maelstrom procs either. He just killed him.
Right. It's just making that combination work there to the maximum effectiveness and efficiency. Very cool for the side of Spider Pigs. Now, Team Liquid, they've still got this incredibly farmed Boxy playing right now on the Slaughter, has Blink Dagger done, and they're smoking up, looking for a kill. And DNZ, that's going to be the one that they get. As the bash comes through, right click is there. They get the kill, looking towards mid now. So Liquid, it feels like this is just sort of like hitting this exact timing that they were hoping to get.
And Liquid, are they trying to steal these Ancients? Do they have damage here?
They're getting some of them with the Maelstrom. Okay, that's pretty good if they can take all of those, but it's taking a while.
They're taking a lot of damage here too. I mean, the thing is, Spider Pigs aren't aware because who the hell would try to steal your 5 Ancient stack with Faceless Void, Slaughter, Ancient Apparition?
Oh,
but
no.
They do it.
That is huge. So they like pressure the tower, and right now Spider Pigs feel good because they're like, well, they didn't get that, but now they're going to look back and see that the little honeypot's gone, and Mickey, does he get caught? Dual Scepter, this would be a big kill if they could get a return. There's going to be the connection on Mickey, trying to bring him down low and dead.
They do end up using everything, literally everything for that kill, and Liquid get a mid tower, but I think they're happy for that. You know, some compensation for losing your Ancient stack. I still can't believe they could take the Faceless Void Slaughter with Ancient Apparition, Ice Vortex providing Maelstrom damage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey man, you gotta do what works, and they're making it work.
I mean, it's a risk, right? Like, if you get scouted there, I think you might just lose the game there, because you lower the entire Ancient stack for your opponent, you bring them to an objective, like their own Ancient stack, they kill you and they kill the lower stack. But they sneak it. They take a risk because they're a little bit behind, and it really paid off for them there.
Well, now, Mortimer's Kiss is going to be off the mark, but they jump forward and able to catch and kill Funnick. This is a DD rune now as well, so going right on into Roche. The call is there. They got a lot of Midas armor.
Literally every ultimate was expended on Mickey that last triangle fight, so this is
what they do
fast.
with Pango ulti. Back up in 6, but it's not going to be soon enough. Throws out the Nature's Grasp, but Mickey will get the Aegis. It was just a couple of seconds away was all they needed.
Just Medallion plus Little Shredder on Taiga plus the Amplify damage and the Desolator on Lone Druid. That thing just melted. I don't think Spider Pigs, like, they had Pango roll in like 3 seconds. Or maybe it was already up. But they had their spells come out soon. They're probably like, okay, you know, it's 13 minutes in a game. I feel like, you know, 30 seconds is reasonable for Roshan.
Right.
And it literally died in 10 seconds. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is sort of awkward. Now we're all just standing here.
Yeah.
But really good chain of events from Liquid there.
Definitely. They're identifying what they need to do to accomplish now, and it's just sort of like that move down the line, take that next objective style that we're seeing from them as they're going to head down this bottom lane. Quakefa already draws the line. They're going to take that tier 2 tower there and then have access to the outpost. But what can Spider Pigs do? I mean, I guess that they're just looking to try and sort of get a trade almost.
For sure. You are against a Desolator on Lone Druid and Snapfire Little Shredder. But, you know, there's a reason why Liquid, they run the Lone Druid the most successfully. I think...
Oh, smoke up. Smoke's going to break. Funnick, they miss it. The arena's down. Jump forward. Chrono there, connecting onto 2. Is it going to be enough, though? Tango roll runs through, kills off Boxy. Funnick is also going to fall, but now Mickey in a little bit of trouble, actually. Can they bring him down in time? That roll was perfect. But Coma taking a lot of damage from the bear, trying to body block it. Actually, they make it work. Mickey looking for some more chase down, but DNZ just a little bit too quick. So it ends up being 2 for 1 in the Aegis as the disarm will come out, and Mickey looks like he can chase down DNZ and get that eventual finish. So that one, a little cherry on top for Liquid, as they did use the Aegis in that last fight, but managed to make it work.
We did see a little bit of the problems that PPD was mentioning during the panel, right? They had like 2 seconds left on the Mortimer's Kisses, but honestly, overall, just a great chronosphere coming out from Mickey. Boxy goes for the big plays. He jumps into fog. When the smoke pops, it misses. You know, it happens. It's unfortunate. But Mickey, with a perfect chrono, catching 2 on the edge, really carries that team fight for his team.
Looking for Insania there. They're running in division. This is Liquid's area. Y'all got to be careful. Mickey, thinking about jumping, doesn't quite connect. Boxy has another opening here now. There's the 4-step forward. Quakefa's bear. Is it going to drop? Can they get it in time? They do get it. Funnick in the middle of all of them. It didn't have arena, didn't have anything, but the Pango roll might be enough. Quick bait, but not going to be enough to get away from that Illuminate. Jump forward, crush afterwards, trying to find this finish now onto LeBron. He goes down as well. So the trade-off there is the Snapfire going down for the Mars tree, but they keep their tower alive.
They keep their tower alive, and Coma is very fast to just sort of dip out of there. He instantly runs to mid, gets some pressure on that, and some much needed recovery for him. Boxy is going to find a free caught on bottom lane. But yeah. I mean, overall, not like amazing for either team, I think.
Right. And I guess the big thing is, like, obviously Liquid is incredibly strong right now. Is there any worry that as this Luna starts to get more farmed, as she gets more items, that there's some potential for an out carry there? Or do you think Liquid have the tools to remain pretty relevant, you know, going into the mid to late game even?
So normally I would say, yes, Luna can get really tanky, she can get to her Butterfly Satanic Scotty type items, and she can sort of tank through this minus armor frontline for her team, but you can't do that against Ancient Apparition. Right. So I think Liquid, while they want to play high tempo, their bottom lane, just free is free. Yeah. While you want to play high tempo, I don't think they're under any pressure, which is the best way to feel, you know? You're like, oh, we can make all these moves, and we have the late game. This feels really nice.
That's fair.
And with that said, like, I think Spider Pigs, our lineup can always clutch stuff. Anytime you have a Pangolier with a Kodo, you can always do these incredibly clutch like rows and just perma-stun someone.
What is happening? Dude, there's some like Matrix stuff going on right there, dodging each other. But they managed to not get caught anybody on Spider Pigs. Mickey was really looking to get aggressive there. Yeah, in the meantime, Funnick also cutting the wave up top, and again, this pressure is going to be mounted down bottom. They do have a creep wave coming in now, so Quakeville will have somebody else to hit away at that tower besides just this poor old bear. And simultaneously, Spider Pigs trying to find some farm on the map where they can. I've been impressed with their ability to not just like drop completely off the face of the earth in terms of the net worth for all their cores. And we'll see if Liquid can finally put the screws to him here, as whenever I see these tier 2 towers go down with a lone druid in the game, it feels like high ground's next.
Yeah, and I think they'll probably go for second Roshan. I mean, they killed the first Roshan so early. That shard's going to have a huge impact. I will say, I liked what you said about Spider Pigs. It seems like even though they're losing some objectives, they've been sort of weaker getting picked off. They've always managed to get some sort of compensation for the plays. Like, Luna got a lot of farm there, and here we have a smoke on smoke.
Breaks immediately, jump forward, finds the Pango. That's a big kill if they can get it. Blinding light pushback, but still in trouble. Goes for the roll afterwards. Can he get it off? He will. Okay, so 2 dead very quickly, and Quake's bear also gonna fall. Huge victory there for the Spider Pigs as the Pango didn't get bursted.
Yeah,
played by DNZ.
Treant Armor plus Echo Saber. This boy has 1900 HP, and the Pupil's Gift. He's so tanky with the Treant Armor, and like any hero I think should be dead there. You have like the Snapfire Medallion with the little Shredder, some sort of like Bash, Slither, and Crush Amp.
Right.
And honestly, he wasn't that close to dying. Like, he still had a good 500 HP left. And they just managed to turn it around. No, Spider Pigs, despite Liquid with all this aggression, despite all the towers going down, they're slowly like choosing their fights, like keeping control of areas of their map while still giving up like whatever they don't own, and they're just playing solid this game.
Yeah. No, it's been a really good showing from them so far. Now you're getting into these other items too, like the Solar Crest, some of these answers for this like heavy minus armor that we're seeing, and also I think that blinding light, you know, that's a huge part of what was able to keep that Pango alive, and it almost feels like you need to find DNZ in these engagements, because the Coddle's actually doing a lot.
For sure, and especially as he gets towards his Aghanim Scepter, that's going to be huge, because I believe Lone Druid Bear doesn't actually damage the... Is it called an Ignis Fatuus? I don't know what it's called.
Ignis Fatuus, yeah.
It is Ignis Fatuus, okay. So the Lone Druid Bear, like, creep heroes don't do damage to it. So you hit it with the Lone Druid Bear and it does nothing. I could be wrong on that, but I believe that happened to me last time I played Lone Druid versus Caudle. I was very mad, so I remember it, but I don't know if it's still true.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that if it's something that made you mad, it's still in Dota. Yeah, they're taking it. Still less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams. For how well Liquid have played, for the map control they've been able to gain, you would imagine that it might be a little bit higher, but Spider Pig's definitely still staying in this one, as they are holding on to their outpost on the Radiant, getting closer to BKBs pretty soon, and Aghanims is the next queued up item for Pango.
And oh, he took the right talent on 15.
Ooh.
So with the Aghanims, he's just gonna do a lot of damage. We're gonna see the Echo Saber come into play. After his Aghanims, I think he has a blink queued up, but I would like to see him get the shard, because the 2.5 second cooldown actually works during your shard, and you can get 2 shield crashes off, which perma slows because of your Echo Saber. There's some insane synergy. Roshan literally died in 5 seconds.
Yeah,
literally 5 seconds, guys.
There was a Roche there. Unfortunately for Spider Pigs, they didn't see it in time. I don't think that even if all of them TP'd as soon as Roche was up, like if they had a TA trap or something in there, they would have been able to contest it in time. But second Aegis.
15 minus armor. I'm trying to see. Oh, he had an AC for that too, that's why it says 26. Let's Snapfire.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no joke. And I guess another good reason why, if they do manage to just string those heroes together and Liquid can just punch people or buildings, it's going to drop really quickly. And speaking of which, they need to get back. They're potentially in some trouble here on Spider Pigs. Funnick tries to keep it alive. Good. Spear back afterwards, looking for that chrono. Rooted, jumps into the midst of all of them. Catches now. Onto that Lone Druid. He's dead. They blow him up. BKB out, but they're running away. Oh my god, and they blew up Bo3 as well. One by one, Liquid just get absolutely obliterated, and they've got their eyes now on Taiga as well. Trying to escape from this, gets the blink out, jumping forward, trying to break it in, get him. They find themselves 3 kills, and I mean, Liquid just didn't know what hit them.
Man, they did so much damage so fast to Quakefa Lone Druid. I will say, a rare misstep from Quakefa on his Lone Druid, because he was just up so far, and Funnick, I mean, the panel talked about how good of a Mars he played in the last game. He's really showing the same thing in this game. I mean, it's been more quiet. He hasn't really gone for the same types of picks, because he understood that wasn't how they got map control or win condition. But every time he has to clutch something, he gets the spear back into arena. Beautiful base defense for his team.
Definitely. Funnick, absolute god in this series and in this game, making it work. And some questions to be raised, like Mickey, no Chronosphere used. I mean, granted, by the time it was happening, it would have been like, you know, maybe even more of his heroes than that opponent heroes in it. But nonetheless, a hell of a Pango Aghanims reveal, if nothing else.
For sure. And Mickey, he BKB'd there, and he hit the Pangolier. And he actually bashed Pango twice on...
Oh. Okay. Don't take our outpost.
Okay, they're just messing. They're just messing with him. he might use him too, just for, you know, show him what's up. He didn't go for it.
Giggles.
But he actually bashed the Pangolier during roll twice on top of his Lone Druid. I just found it really funny.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get anything off. There's just a roll constantly on top of him.
That is that's the anti-synergy right there. It's worse than a Chronosphere in a way. But regardless, now we're sitting in a situation where Liquid, again, they've got this Aegis, they've got Chrono. They can try and go for another round, but oh my god, they found Quakefa. Funnick's right on top of him again, and the jump in, the roll from Pango is there. Quakefa eats the cheese, tries to survive, gets True Form off. A little bit more tanky, they killed off that tree. They could not get the chain stun, and a win there from Liquid. Can they find any more? Eul Scepter immediately cast there onto Bo3, tries to TP out, Noob will get away, and Funnick will too! Alright, they lose the tree, but they still manage to get out with 2 of them.
And again, such a clutch play coming out from Funnick there. He needs to get his Void out. You know, he stays a little bit longer. Pre-clicks a Eul's onto, I believe it was Slaughter, and spears the hero away. Just very nicely coordinated. Usually I don't like the Save Your Buddy syndrome, but if you can pull it off like that, it looks really nice.
Totally. Well, Mickey's still hanging on to that Chronosphere, ready to go.
Who took the shard? Was it Snapfire who took the shard, or is it Lone Druid? I'm assuming it was Lone Druid who took the shard from Second Ocean. Okay.
So getting that bonus movement speed and attack speed for 5 seconds as well.
Because was Savage Roar cooldown there when he got gone on? Because you can cast it while you're stunned with the shard, right? That's how it works.
It may be. I think that you have to near the bear near you. But the roll in, they find him again. Wait, he gets pushed down to the low ground though. Disarms, no True Form, he dies! Oh my god, he got to the other side, still Chrono. Spears him out, the Chrono will be enough to get that A blast onto Noob. Will it be enough to kill him though? Trying to escape, not gonna happen. LeBron gets the overgrowth, but they have already got what they came for. They killed off the Coddle, killed off the Pango. They're gonna take down the tree.
Funnick has Aether Lens on Mars. That's why his spear was able to push the Void into the tree there. Very cool. Honestly though, a little bit of an overextension from Spider Pigs. If you're going to go into enemy triangle like that, I think you need to bring more numbers. If Tria and Luna could connect there a bit earlier, I think they would have won that fight. They did a great job kiting out the Chronosphere. They killed the Lone Druid basically before the fight began, but they just didn't have enough numbers in such a dangerous area of the map.
Now,
Funnick is like, he's taking like the Psychic Headband and everything. Is it just for spear backs? Or there is like, if you have cast range on Mars, it's actually really easy to spear into arena, where, you know, they have no chance to BKB. So maybe he's going for something like that as well.
That definitely could be nice there. Also, you know, obviously just being able to get the longer range on the other side of Chronos or what have you, since at least
just
for now.
Like arena people off.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be very cool. I didn't even think of that.
But I guess there isn't that much like range damage anyways, but regardless, still can be good. DD down bottom. And I guess the other thing here is like Lone Druid's farm is falling off a little bit. He's still pretty freaking farmed on Quakefa. But those couple of deaths has been rough. Interesting. As DD not scouted. I wonder if Spider Pigs are ever going to get a Roche this game. It feels like it's so hard for them.
You need Liquid's heroes to be dead, because Roshan dies in 5 seconds.
Right.
They scout the DD. Do they have a bottle?
Oh, there's
They
taking
don't have
it with
a bottle.
Luna.
Okay.
Arena down. A little bit of separation. The Arena wasted. Now the roll. Looking forward for AA. Trying to get that kill. Now looking for more. They get the AA kill. BKB out from Mickey. Noob jumps away. Tries to escape. They don't manage to get the stun onto him. Got one bash, but nothing else afterwards. So BKB's down. And a big win there for Spider Pigs as they also get the AA buyback.
And this time, when they're piercing the enemy triangle, they bring all 5 heroes to this fight. And it shows. Like, now they get to farm the enemy triangle. As you said, they got the AA buyback. Ooh, they snipe Void's courier, which is quite nice, as he really wants to get... Like, he needs any damage you can get. Faceless Void is just a pathetic right-clicker until he has a lot of items.
The minus armor is definitely nice with them, but as we've been seeing, like, you know, even losing that bear early on, it means you don't have that AC aura anymore, things like that going on.
It's not like Void doesn't do damage, it's just he does less damage with the same items than other carries, because the rest of his kit is so strong. I mean, you have Weave Royalty on a 6-second cooldown that you can aim.
Don't
Chronosphere is like literally the best spell in the game or something, so...
I hate that hero.
Yeah, he needs some punishment for how good his kit is.
Well, in the meantime, they're going to try and get some pressure down here bottom, as Luna will take down that tier 2 tower, and they might try and do some type of a feint again, going up high ground to force the rest of Liquid back, since we're getting close to that Roche timer. But it looks like they're just going to play a little bit safe and just do it with Manta Illusions.
And you can see the arrows drawn. They're both vying for control of this Roshan area. But I think Spider Pigs, like, they might try to force them back, as you said. But I think they should commit just a little bit more to this. Just try to make it a little bit scary, like force Liquid back here. It is, however, really hard, you know, the sprint slaughter with Blink Dagger, BKB, some Chronosphere. You don't want to feed while you're doing it.
Well, and instead, the option is going to be to run out and go for a counter smoke play right now. Luna waiting for the courier to come to her. It will connect outside of vision of that ward that's laid down. And that ward also outside of other vision as well. Roche, what are we, 40 seconds away? They spot one up there. Taiga gets the blink out in time. Nice timing, and Mickey jumps aggressively into the arena, but Funnick is already dead. A little bit of a whiff there by Spider Pigs, and now they're looking for more. They also use Pango ulti. Gotta be really careful about this. They're TPing in another, trying to find DNZ. Good play there with that Solar Bind, and that's going to slow down the Void enough to stop any Chrono shenanigans from happening. Oh wait, they got him! Oh, he got hit by the feeder! Gets up to the high ground, TP's away. Do they have anything? They get him with the Snapfire! Able to stun, able to kill. Oh no, and 80 seconds on the sideline! They catch the noob!
Yeah, that was a really good fear from Quakewood there at the end. And Roshan's up. I'm going to count how long it takes this Roshan to die once everyone's there. Okay. So I'm really interested.
They're probably going to start it early if we're going to be honest.
This doesn't count. Like,
no.
They don't have anything there yet.
I mean, it's still going pretty fast, to be honest.
This is pretty fast.
Yeah, and it's gone so quickly. God, it's just so insane, right? Like, I guess that this is part of it is just like, you know, them being able to win the fights and maintain map control, which is part of the reason that that works. But nonetheless, when you can take objectives that quickly.
If everyone was there, it would take 3 seconds to die.
Okay.
Because they had minus... Like, Roshan had minus 28 next to his number. He has some plus armor, so it's more than that. So when you get into that, instead of, like, being reduced by, like, 80% damage to Roshan, you're actually doing, like, plus 40% or something. It's some, like, 7 extra damage, like, in effective DPS.
That's a lot of numbers you got there, Owie. It sounds scary. That's all I'm hearing from you. Very, very scary.
Well, it's scary for Roshan and his family.
That's true.
No hope.
Gets a ward down there. Boxy looking for an opening. Funnick gets the Ewel Scepter lift up. So a little bit of separation
here. This is scary for Liquid.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. Oh, what? That TP took so long for Funnick. He gets caught up there on the other side, but they will run into Quakefa. They kind of mess up the timing of that one. But nonetheless, Cheese popped afterwards. Quakefa Bear hitting away on to that Pango. Ice Blast a little bit early. They let go of it. But nonetheless, this bear is mean. as they turn, take down one. And again, Pango will fall. Spider Pig's not prepped for the lone druid damage.
Yeah, and you can clearly see Koikva. There's a reason why this guy is the lone druid specialist. He knew exactly his limits, even though his team backed out because he had the cheese and just so much lifesteal with the minus armor coming from his bear. He stayed around and just baited extra kills, and now the tables have turned. Liquid are looking good.
Looking for one. They find the tree right now. That Pango is about 100 gold away from buyback. But it might as well be a whole hell of a lot more than that because they don't have an answer. Now, the Luna Shard is really good for delaying this one out, but I mean, they're up on your high ground now. Jump forward, Chrono! It's gonna connect onto one. Yule Scepter lift up afterwards. Can they bring down Koma? The Blinding Light doing some work, but it's not nearly enough as they take down that Luna. Now trying to find anything else afterwards. The buyback comes from the Luna. We're about 10 seconds away at this point from the Pango. If they can keep the fight going on Spider Pigs, they might be able to get something here, but Liquid, they're too strong. Mickey just turns around fight. This man still has an Aegis and jumps forward trying to find some more of this fight, and he jumps out afterwards. The Shard, very well played. Jump in, jump out, easy as pie.
Yeah, Mickey he's beasting at this point. I mean, he's reached that point where Void does a lot of damage, and now he's just that hero that has a 5-second AoE stun that kills anyone in Chrono.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
You know, like, the Mars build is cool, but I think Mickey killed him in 2 hits.
Ooh, a chance here. Rolling in, a lot of damage out. Koikva in some trouble, doesn't have a resummon, he's dead. Now looking for more, they stuck around too long on Liquid. Everybody's dying. Mickey doesn't have any more mana. He's popping mangoes into his inventory to try and get away. Still does have that Aegis, but can they chase him down? It doesn't look like it. They're gonna go instead right down the mid lane.
Ooh, and a little bit of a lapse of focus from Liquid there. They had the Aegis, but they positioned their heroes that, again, a little bit vulnerable. The same as the first time they went high ground top. Spider Pigs, they just identify which kills they need to get first. We sort of see there why Pangolier is so highly valued against Lone Druid, because if you disable his bear, unlike the last fight in the Radiant Triangle, like, he can't lifesteal. He's getting disarmed, he's getting stunned by the roll, and Koifa, he looked like paper in that fight, and they just take the fight.
Yeah.
Right. I just said Liquid was looking good in this game. Just instantly lose a fight.
Welcome to the caster curse life.
Wait, so Funix build, he's going 8th Blink, Yule's Aether Lens into Wind Waker.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on
with a Psychic
Funix.
Headband.
They need save, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a good Wind Waker item. I'm just a bit confused. I was thinking, like, Void hit him twice last fight and he just died.
Right.
Maybe he was amped, I'm not sure, but these aren't the typical items you'd see on Mars versus Slaughter, right? Like, you'd expect your Lotus Orbs, your BKBs, something so you can sort of frontline. But last game, I think Spider Pigs, they had some cool ideas. You know, the items on Luna, just how they played the tempo and made the rotation. So I'm curious to see, like, how the idea plays out, because I haven't seen anything compelling from it yet.
Okay, well, it's fair. You know, one thing that we did see to great effect in one of the previous series was this Luna Flicker, and they got it. That's a pretty good item, Howie. I don't know how you feel about it right now, but it feels like one of the more broken ones.
I'm gonna say it's the best tier 4 item, and it's not even close.
Okay.
I mean, basically,
Cool.
what this Luna Flicker means is that Slaughter needs 25.
Yeah.
And even when you're 25, it's still annoying. Like, it's so hard to hit all your spells. You're just gonna dispel Time Dilation, the Slaughter Amp, and it's just a move speed item. If you don't get Spider Legs, you can have Flicker without boots, and you'll feel fine in the game.
We'll have to see. Aghanim's done now for Mickey. Also has that Refresher Shard still in tow. Ready for double rounds of ultis if he needs it. Less than 1,000 gold separating these two teams as we're 38 minutes into the game. And Mickey, Invis, does he see a target he likes? There's no wards up here. There's one sentry ward there. It placed down another one now as well. And that signals to them, you know, if they come up here, and yeah, Mickey, his Invis is going to wear off now as well. Boxy walks forward. They get some vision, jump forward, looking for a target. Not able to find it. No easy chrono. Do we have a second round? It doesn't look like it, but they're all underneath some vision. I guess that's the thing that's weird about this, is even with Spider Pigs, like, having full vision of them, it doesn't feel like they can fight. But we'll have to see, as there is a quick pause here. Hopefully we'll get back into the game in just a moment, as we're waiting for the next round.
I will say, I like what both teams' offlaners are doing. Both times they breached high ground. It didn't work either time, by the way. They give their offlaner the observer ward, and he places it as he jumps.
Right.
So he blocks it. He's just rowing in there with the sprint, with the ninja gear. He places the obs ward, and he barely doesn't hit the jump.
Right. You can also see, immediately after seeing the flicker, Bo3 has queued up the Tome of Knowledge.
He needs his 25.
It's so important.
I mean,
definitely.
honestly, to be fair, even without flicker, I think Slaughter's 25 is like one of the more insane talents in the game.
Right.
He took the -4 corrosive haze armor at level 20, just -24 armor, which even for an agility hero like Luna is probably like a third of her EHP.
It's true. Yeah. Are there any other like ACs or anything coming out anytime soon either? I guess the person that would normally build that would be the Mars, like you're talking about, and he's going for the Wind Waker.
I mean, LeBron, he has the Solar Crest Lotus Orb, which is very good for his team. And I think he will take the +8 living armor bonus at level 20. So he's providing a ton of armor for his team, sort of counteracting that Slaughter. But I don't know if anyone's getting these AC Vlads. I would like to see them pick up the casual buckler. I mean, LeBron has like this one iron branch in his inventory. I'd like to see him just get that. Some value.
Well, he wants to walk around fast. Drop that branch down.
Is he actually using it for that? Did he rebuy it?
I don't know. I'm not sure, to be honest. But I've seen that, you know, a lot of trees do that in the past, obviously.
For sure. I mean, usually with the Ironwood tree, neutral item. But yeah, if you want to spend all your net worth to be cool.
All your vast net worth, exactly. Yeah, it's a cool thing to do. But yeah, again, they were also able to on Liquid get themselves not only spider legs, but also they have a flicker of their own. So Faceless Void is going to be that much harder to kill. That makes it even, right? Everything's broken for everybody.
Yeah, Flicker's such a weird item because of how it breaks certain spells, though.
Right.
Like in the last series, in Tundra versus Brame, it was just so strong on Luna.
Right.
LeBron?
Mega dead.
He was on vacation there. Just
chilling. He needed the branch.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know if it would have helped him in that 5v1 as a position 5. But yeah, in that series, like Brame versus Tundra, they both had flickers, but the Wraith King didn't take his flicker for some reason. And he got stuck in cogs for over half the fight, every single fight.
Right.
I don't know why he didn't take flicker, but it does break spells like that. It's a really either really high impact or just solid good item. That's how I think of flicker.
That's fair. And now it definitely feels like the game has stalled out a little bit while we're waiting for this next Roche. I guess the thing that's so strange about it too is that pretty soon, you know, we haven't seen Spider Pigs be in position to contest it, and it feels like it's probably not going to happen again. Although there is some vision there. Bo3 went for the jump, not able to connect. Lucent Beam also off the mark. And Mickey still hanging on to that refresher with the chrono ready to go.
Liquid are still campaigning their ward though. They do have this ward that was previously placed by Bo3. And I gotta say, I love these blind jumps. None of them have connected. And none of them have done anything, but I love the idea of it, you know? It's so ham. Like, it's low risk, sort of high reward, sort of low risk. It depends how you're doing it.
Right.
But I can appreciate going for them.
3,000 gold lead. It's slowly but steadily going up. And like you said, camping that ward. And I think it's sort of some credit to Spider Pigs here as well, that like they're not sort of overplaying their hand and trying to come and contest that ward as much. That being said, if we saw a blind jump right now from Bo3, that would be huge. The illusion gonna go out.
And a lot of Spider Pigs are reading bottom lane, right? There are 8 range creeps who are about to hit the tier 3.
Ooh.
So if they just wait and nothing happens, they have the map advantage. The Mickey.
Oh, looking for it. Fuel Scepter lift up. Now rolling in. BKB is out from Quake Bear. Oma tries to back away, in trouble, gonna get caught. Aeon Disc comes out though in time, able to survive through it. Second round though, the chrono is gonna be up, tries to flicker away, not gonna happen. Dead for 2 minutes, no buyback. They buy back on the Coddle, but the Ignis Fatuus is down, and Roshan about to be back up. All right, Luna just got buyback back up again.
Yeah, Mickey did pop the refresher shard, so he has another Chronosphere. He doesn't have the BKB quite yet, but they're still really strong on the map here.
Oh, this is a tense moment. If they don't get much out of that Chrono, there's the Eul Scepter lift up. Funnick throws that out. Another BKB down. Now Luna still has that buyback available, and Roche is back up. But
want to play our minigame this game? It's how long will Roshan take to die?
Exactly.
The answer is very, very short.
That's gone.
Alright, they need to nerf that. That is too fast.
It's really crazy. Dude, how much damage it does is just wild. There's just no time to contest it.
There's a cheese in the pit.
Oh, will they know?
It happens.
Yeah, true enough. Oh my god, they killed his Wind Waker. Oh my, oh wait, that was Tygus. Okay. That's big. Now rolling away. I thought that was Funix. He hasn't finished his yet.
No, Funnick is he's a very, very sad support hero at this point. I don't think his build, we're gonna see what his idea was not working out.
Oh, Bo3 found him. Has the Euls lift up if he wants to use it, and just trying to TP out. Bo3, blink, not gonna be there in time.
Bo3 is always so good at that. He always runs around the trees with a bash primed and just finds people, just A-clicking through the trees. He doesn't end up getting the bars, but you know, it's a good try.
Totally. Alright, jump forward, get some bashes, back away. Eul Scepter lift up. Funnick very afraid. Ignis Foutus down, they jump forward. Force staff out from DNZ afterwards. Very low committal initiation from Mickey. With that reverse time walk. It's so frustrating to play against.
Even this Aghanim Scepter, it's so strong. You just jump in, you automatically get that bash on, and then, you know, you're uncatchable. You can jump out right away.
Right. They still have yet to claim that second set of racks yet on the side of Team Liquid, but it is looking more and more like an inevitability as there's only 3 minutes left on this Aegis. Looks for that spear back, not going to catch him. Flicker afterwards, tries to back away. That's the Minotaur horn being used as Koikva hitting away at these buildings. They can just try and go for the blinding light pushback, but it is not feeling like it's enough. Taggett jumps forward, tries to bring down that armor, and they are going to right-click down the bear, do a nice chunk of damage to him. Flicker afterwards, looking forward, there's a catch now onto that AA. They pop the Eclipse afterwards, people are getting shredded. They take down 2, 3 afterwards. But afterwards the Chrono comes out, there's the Aeon Disc keeping alive. This Coma Luna, is it going to be enough? Afterwards tries and Flicker, tries and run, and actually is going to be able to escape for the moment. Mickey, he jumps in, Flicker out afterwards, turns now, LeBron punching, the spear's gonna connect, good chunk of damage out, A blast onto the back right, he flickers away! Coma gets out by the skin of his teeth! And now Eul Scepter lift up, Funnick doesn't have another spear though. Can't quite connect, the slowdown, the disarms there, Funnick, spears back, long range, is it gonna be enough for the kill though? Coma right on top of him, Flicker for the chase, Force Staff afterwards, Mickey, he doesn't have the Flicker. He has the Paladin Sword instead. There's 3 heroes dead with no buyback now. As they look for more, Bo3 also gonna go down. They take down 4. Spider Pigs, there's an opening here.
But at the same time, Koikva, he has an Aghanim Scepter. His bear took mid-racks.
Oh, and just gonna TP out. Oh, with the Lucid Beam to break it. This bear is going down, so no bear, no Koikva for 50 seconds. And even when he's back up, Spirit Bear's dead for a little bit. What can they get out of this?
Ooh, yeah, and really good Aeon disc purchased by Luna there. Really see that combined with this really balanced neutral item was able to keep Luna alive during that fight, and
dude, he bought
such a good turnaround. He bought Rapier?
They're going for it. I think the Spider Pigs are trying to end this. You've got, oh god, they're so close net worth-wise.
Do they know about the refresher shard on Mickey though?
Oh because man, that could be big.
He has no Aeon disc right now.
He just got it back up in 10 seconds. Oh, okay. What can they do? This is really scary. Mickey, he hasn't popped that refresher shard yet. And the lone druid's still 4 seconds away. They're hitting away. Bashes are there. Another round of Flicker. The rest of the team's behind him now. Creeps are going to start going in, but they're going for the tier 4 towers. Como wants to end this right now. And this proc, they still have the Chronosphere afterwards. Needs to run, needs to get out of there, tries to jump away. Will they be able to keep him alive? The arena's down. He's not dying. Oh, the overgrowth, but they take him down in the end. That is going to be Rapier on the deck. Faceless Void picks it up. They buy back on the Luna. Needs to get back in for this fight. but this Faceless Void's gonna do so much damage. They're trying to disarm him, trying to sleep him, trying to do anything to stop this from going their way. And Mickey TPing away now, going in, and they're just gonna retreat back. What a weird situation. Yeah, he just wanted to keep the rapier.
This is like the most Liquid game I've ever seen. Just classic Liquid. There's high grounds, rapiers. The team that's hitting high ground always loses a fight. It goes to some insane battle. And you can see the problem with Luna going Aeon Disc Rapier there and trying to siege high ground. Because Faceless Void popped the Aeon Disc for free. He just kept time walking in until the Aeon Disc procced. As soon as Aeon Disc is gone, Luna's not, like, she has nothing. He just chronos. I don't know if LeBron's ulti missed or Mickey was just very fast. Oh, they got him.
They caught him. Tries to bring him down now, staying right in place, jumps back over, the Yule Scepter lift up afterwards. Can they bring him down? Where's the BKB? Doesn't have it yet. Pops it now, jumps away, but they've already taken down Sania. Creeps heading into the base, down bottom. They're gonna lose a Rax on Spider Pigs if they're not careful. And the bear is there.
He's gonna fear away the Trina as well.
Oh, they caught him there. And not gonna fully commit to his E-Blade out from TNT. The bash! Oh my god, the bash came in! Quick, but trying to TP out. Can they get the bash again? No. Won't happen.
I'm really surprised he did not just like BKB and kill that Rax.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't. I mean, Koikva would know better than anyone else in the world. But like from my understanding, like I would think, like there's no way that Radiant can break your high ground. This Faceless Void with Rapier, Aghanims, whatever, every single item you can think of is way too strong.
Absolutely.
And I do want to mention, last fight, Faceless Void got saved by the Yule Scepter coming from Taiga. He blinked in and Wind Wakered his Void. I think there's potential that he would have died to like some Eclipse plus Chainsum from Pango leader. I mean, Noob's Pango has looked pretty good this game. I think he would have done it.
Absolutely. And, you know, it's one of those moments that you find that kill and that's game. That's all it takes. Is there any worry right now that Void has sort of has this rapier in his inventory? Because sometimes that can be a problem where like you actually don't want that. You need more survivability instead. Do you think that like he's under any worry of like dying, or do you think that like with the combination of the Wind Waker and everything else, he's kind of unkillable on Mickey?
I think because of the Wind Waker, because of some Lone Druid fear, I mean, it's scary to have Rapier in your inventory, but I don't think it should ever really feel bad.
Okay.
I mean, it is one of the best items in the game.
Alright.
Especially when you don't have to buy it.
True enough. Nice little injection of gold there as they find him.
He's very tanky.
And Wind Waker tries to... He's not very tanky. That's a lie.
He's very tanky. He's okay.
He's going to be hanging out for a little while. 90 seconds in the grave and 200 gold away from buyback. Oh, so frustrating. Oh, wait, but they're going to get bounty runes. Is that enough?
He has buyback now. Okay. But they're smoked up from Liquid here. They just want to go.
Yeah. Looking for it. Mickey jumps into the trees, finds the tree. They force out that buyback. DD raring out now. E-Blade afterwards. And they take the ranged Rax. Melee still remaining. That's all that separates Spider Pigs right now from Megas. Jump forward, gets the bash onto a couple. Little Scepter lift up afterwards, gonna connect. Mickey, not gonna get hit by that spear, jumps in again, jumps out again. That at the very least now was the BKB used. Bash afterwards, turn in, Koikva, he's in tier 4 towers. The bear's doing work. And Mickey, he's turning now on to this melee Rax, and slowly but steadily, they take down the buildings. Now the game's not over, but it just got a lot harder.
Luna has another Rapier queued up, 300 gold. I think she sold her Aeon Disc? Is that what happened?
Yes, yes she did.
Okay, so it's punishment for popping at the enemy base and baiting me into thinking I was safe. She just sold that. Oh, Pangolin's Courier. Whoa.
Yeah, okay. She already lost her Courier too. They're gonna have to smoke out as a team to get this Rapier. Oh,
I saw Koikva go into the pit and get a cheese.
Very tense here. The buyback comes from the Coddle. The jump onto the backlines, finding Taiga. Wind Wakering away. They got the Rapier, but Noob able to catch him. Taiga tries to jump away. Funnick found him. Bear could go to base right now, as DNZ is going to fall. And he's starting to push it out, but there's a little bit of a weird situation there. Mickey able to jump through. LeBron still under some trouble. They
There's
have
the neutral.
Overgrowth available, gonna have to use it here, but they catch the Luna. Wind Waker trying to get her out, not gonna happen. Flicker away, no. Triple kill from Mickey, and that should do it. GG is gonna be called. We're going to a game number 3.
Man, this game, it was just so Team Liquid, this game.